Hello students, welcome to science class. Today we are going to start new lesson fiber to fabric. See, this is your science book. Now open your science book. Open page number 24. Page number 24, lesson number 3, fiber to fabric. So, fiber to fabric, quite you heard this name. Yes, no? In 6th standard, you have learned about fiber to fabric. This lesson you have learned in 6th standard also. So, in 6th standard, you have learned about some fibers, some animal fibers, plant fibers. So, animal fibers are wool and silk. Then plant fibers are jute and all. So wool and silk, you had learned about animal fibers, wool and silks. It means wool and silk obtained from the animals. So wool is obtained from the flesh of sheep or yak. Now again one question, this is the flesh. Flesh means what? Flesh means hair of sheep or yak. And you know that wool is obtained from flesh of sheep or yak. It means hair of sheep or yak. And silk, about silk fibers. Silk fibers come from cocoon of the silk moth. That also you had learned. But you know many questions are there. Now you know that which fiber you get from where. But you know that how these fibers are converted into that woven yarns. And see, generally you buy sweaters and everything from market. So how this yarn need to sweaters and all. So you have any idea how that silk fibers are made into silk and wool fibers are made into made into sweaters and all. Now how that silk fibers made into silk sarees and all. So in this chapter we will learn this only. So first of all, you know about animal fibers. So animal fibers are wool and silk, that also you know. Now first we'll learn about wool. And first of all, and 6th standard also you had learned this wool comes from sheep, goat, yak and some other animals. Generally from sheep only. So these are called wool yielding animals. Like sheep, goat, yak, these all animals are called wool yielding animals. It means these wool yielding animals bear hair on their body. Now there's on their body very thick amount of hair is there. So you know that it means these animals have a thick coat of hair on their body. So that also you had learned that hair traps lots of air in it. Why? Because air is poor conductor of heat. So that also you had learned in chapter 4 heat. When I will explain chapter number 4 heat, that time I will explain everything that air is poor conductor of heat. So why? Because generally this type of animal, you know, that live in very cold atmosphere. So this thick coat of hair keeps this animal somewhat warm. So we can say that wool is derived from these hair fibers of sheep, goat, yak, this type of animal. It means we can say that wool is hairy fibers. Now here for that we will see that activity 3.1. Now you also have hair on your body. Feel the hair on your body. See that on your arm also some small hair is there. Now on your head also hair is there. So do you find any difference between your hair on your head and hair on your arm? So yes, you feel some difference, because you feel that one type of hair seems somewhat coarse and one type of hair is somewhat soft. Now see that which hair is coarse and which hair is soft. So you find that hair on your head is somewhat coarse and hair on your hand is somewhat soft. So similarly, the hairy skin of the sheep has two types of fibers on their body. It means two type of fibers on their body. First the coarse hair and that soft hair. First type of fiber is the coarse hair and second type of fiber is coarse hair. So the coarse hair are beard hair. Beard hair. And the fine or soft, we can say soft hair is close to the skin. It means all over their body, close to the skin only. So the fine hair provide the fibers for making wool. That fine hair is there on their body, that only provide the wool on their body. Otherwise beard, that beard hair is coarse, so this will not provide any wool. So some breeds of sheep possess only fine under hair. So their parents are specially chosen to give birth to sheep which have only soft under hair, because you know that again that living characteristics of living things. So their parents only choose that given birth of this type of sheep which have only soft under hair. So this is that this is the one type of process, we can say. So this process of selecting parents for obtaining special type of offspring. It means special type of characters in their offspring. So again, which type of characters? So characters such as soft under hair in sheep is termed as selective breeding. So this one you have to remember, this word selective breeding. So again, some breeds of sheep possess only fine under hair and their parents are specially chosen to give birth to sheep which have only soft under hair. This process of selecting parents for obtaining special characters in their offspring, such as soft under hair in sheep, is termed selective breeding. This is the important word for that. Now, animals that yield wool. Now, which animals yield wool? That. So, you know that several breeds are there of sheep. So, several breeds of sheep are found in different parts of the country. You know that according to the atmosphere. So according to the atmosphere, that in countries several breeds of sheep are found in different parts of the country. So one more thing, that the fleece of sheep is not only the source of wool, some other sources also there. But if we see that the wool is commonly available in the market is sheep wool. See that. Sheep wool. Now yak wool also there. No, I told you about that yak also give wool. So yak wool is common in Tibet and Ladakh. Wherever this animal is found, that place, that part, only that same type of wool is available in the market. So generally when we see commonly available in the market is that sheep wool. Now yak wool also common in Tibet and Ladakh. Then mohair is obtained from Angora goat. This is also one type of wool only. So this found in hilly regions such as Jammu and Kashmir, because this Angora goat found in Jammu and Kashmir only. So after we see that wool is also obtained from goat hair. It means, see here first I told you that wool is obtained from the sheep hair, fleece. But here I told you that mohair is obtained from the Angora goat. Here goat. It means we can say that wool is also obtained from the goat hair also. So the underfur of Kashmiri goat is soft. Underfur, that one Kashmiri goat has underfur and this is a soft. So now it is woven into fine shawls called Pashmina shawls. You know that Pashmina shawl is very much well known. It means we can say they well known in Kashmir. So that it is that Kashmiri goat, underfur is Kashmiri goat is very soft. So it is woven into fine shawls called Pashmina shawl. Now the fur on the body of camels is also used as wool. Now next, here I told you about this, that many other animals also give wool, that sheep, goat and some other animals like that. So here sheep I told you, goat, Angora goat. Now will come to some fur on the body of camel is also used as a wool. Now here another animals are llama and alpaca. These two animals found in generally South America. So these animals also yield wool. It means generally sheep wool, yak wool, after that Angora goat wool, then Angora goat, that Kashmiri goat, now alpaca, llama, some camel also give wool. So here we'll see that activity 3.2. Now collect some pictures of animals whose hair is used as wool. That I told you, some yak, llama, alpaca, camel, Angora goat and this type of animal. So collect some pictures of animal whose hair is used as wool. Now what you have to do, stick them in your scrapbook. Scrapbook you know, so you have to stick this in your scrapbook. So maybe if you are unable to get pictures, so what you have to do, you have to try that you have to try to draw. It means draw these animals from your textbook. In your textbook all any pictures of animals are given. This is pictures are given, so you can draw from your textbook also. Now find out words for sheep, goat, camel and yak in your local language and also in another language of our country. So what you have to do now, generally these words alpaca, llama, these all are words are there in your CW. So what you have to try, you have to try to find out some words for sheep, goat, camel and yak in your local language. In local language, or you can find out the names of these animals in another languages of your country. Now after that activity when 3.3. So here proper outline maps of India and the worlds. Now find out and mark the places on the map where you find animals and that provide wool. So use different colors to denote the location for different wool yielding animals. So this activity you can do that, take one map of the India. After that you have to mark then on which place which animals are there which provides wool. So you have to use the different colors to denote the location for different wool yielding animals. This is also one type of activity only. Now when we start, after this activity, when we start that from fibers to wool, start our journey from fibers to wool. For that you have to open that page number 26, that from fibers to wool. So you know, first for obtaining wool, you know this all animals gives wool. Now what to do for obtaining wool? So for obtaining wool, sheep are reared. First we have to rear sheep. It means tame. So After that their hair is cut and processed into wool. After that what you have to do? You have to cut that hair of the sheep and processed into wool. So let us learn about some processes. Many processes are there. So that processes I'll explain. That first, rearing and breeding of sheep, processing fiber into wool. For that also many steps are there. These all steps I will explain in another video. Till then, go through the video twice for better understanding. We'll meet you soon. Thank you.